for you to be able to contribute on a sustainable level, then you kind of need to first be like fully grounded with yourself.
Yeah.
So haven't quite got to that level yet.
You see, this is the reason why it's so nice to have the youngsters ask questions, because the questions come from the heart and they are very direct. The first part of the question is this: when we explore religions, and here Dilip uncle, he's so nice, he gives rounded answers and sounds rational and intelligent, sounds intelligent enough, if you like, or seems rounded enough. But how far can we go with that? This is the question. See, from the heart. That's why I said the question from the heart, not from the head, but from the heart. See, lovely question. This is the signal that there is something stirring up within this individual. This is the signal, first signal. Otherwise, he will ask me an intellectual question to show that he really understands. He knows how to do gymnastics, intellectual gymnastics. He didn't ask that. Because I get all sorts. I get people who just want to do in gymnastics with me and show off their acumen, their ability to be kind of clever. This boy couldn't be bothered. Good for him. The question came from the heart. It's nice to do this gymnastics. It is satisfactory and you kind of chew on it and you enjoy, nice. But the taste, like chewing gum, after some time there's no taste left. So this intellectual gymnastic, you can chew on it for perhaps 5 minutes and afterwards it doesn't have any taste. And you need to spit it out. See, spit it out, says Swami Vivekananda. When the stirring comes from within, so you're not looking just for an intellectual answer, just that satisfies you, it's clever. You're searching for, if you like, an experiential dimension. If all these things are for real, why don't I get a glimpse of it? That's the only thing that will satisfy me, that will carry me forward. This stirring up is the only signal that clearly indicates that you are on the brink of discovering the spirit or experience. This is the signal. Because I meet lots of youngsters who wallow in intellectual exercise. They love to just wallow and argue with me and debate with me. They think it's so clever. This used to happen with Ramana Maharshi. Some intellectual pandits would like to go and talk about Advaita because they have studied the Advaita Vedanta of Adi Shankara, and here is Ramana Maharshi. So let's have a nice long debate with him. So they want to have. They are just looking for an intellectual kick. That's all they want, kick, intellectual kick. They I caught him. So they came, one of them came to this debate with him, Advaita. Here is a man established in Advaita, not talking about it, not intellect, he is established, he sees himself as a self, he can't see, he sees the body something as somebody else's body, it's not my body, like that. Can you imagine a state of affairs like that, where you feel you are away from the body? If somebody comes and cuts your body up, you won't feel it. Can you imagine the state of mind? This is how he lived. He was always established in Advaita. I am the self. Imagine that state of affairs. Your eyes will be filled with tears of joy day and night. They'll keep flowing like a tap that has been opened up. The washer is gone. You just keep flowing. That's the amount of bliss you feel. Pleasure, that's peanuts. This is what you are searching for, bliss. He was establishing that. Here is this man coming to intellectualize, saying, now, let's debate. When he came, you smile and you also say, this is a good answer. He said, now I want to debate with you this, and what do you make of this? And he asked a long question. And do you know what Ramana Maharshi said? Ramana Maharshi said, your argument is right, you win. I don't debate, you win. Now you see, that straight will knock the fellow out, because he wanted a kick and he didn't get a kick. In fact, he was kicked out physically, saying, you won, go. See the cleverness of this Ramana Maharshi. Not cleverness, he's a guileless fellow. He said, this man wants to do gymnastics, I don't have time, I'm established, I don't need to prove myself that I know Advaita. I'm established in it, I see nothing but Advaita. And this guy wants to do this monkey business. You win, he said, and sent him away. See, this is the answer of a person established in good experience. He is not prepared to go into debate. He doesn't need accreditation from you. He's already there. So what? He doesn't need any such gymnastics to prove his point. So this is, if you like, insincere questioner. You get those as well. When the sincere questioner asks, how can I make this not just intellectual but experiential? You talk about this thing, look, I'm telling everybody here. Whenever you talk about religion, if it is not founded in experience, you're wasting your time. It is not just merely just a pandita, a kind of intellectual exercise. It has to be experiential. You should feel what you're talking about. It should really touch you, should change you, it should be life transforming. When this experience begins to dawn on you, or you begin to get a glimpse of it, you will know it. You don't need a Vivekananda to affirm it, you know it. And that is what we are searching for, experiential religion. So whenever a youth asks, Why doesn't it become experiential? That's a good signal, because the stirring has begun. The stirring is to come from within. It is not stirred up by intellectual gymnastics. Something within you says, I'm not satisfied with intellect. That's a marvelous sign. So one thing to say, be intellectual and be rational. Another to say, this will only take me so far. It becomes tasteless after some time. I want to touch it. I want to experience this. When the stirring comes from within, it will happen. He also Manu also mentioned two things which are very close to my heart. He said we can do meditation, it can take us so far. We can do selfless activity, that can take us so far. Let me touch on both of these. You see, when you want to go into, not because your forefathers, your parents force you that you sit for meditation 5 minutes before you go to sleep or in the morning when you get up. No, it is coming from within. You want to just feel, I want to stop all this nonsense for a moment, stop the mind whirling about and let it come quiet. Let me just experience the bliss. When that happens and you start doing it spontaneously, not because somebody imposes it on you, there's a very good first signal. So if that happens to you, you're already on your way. You don't need anybody. You are your own guide. You are ready for it. That's the first signal. The second thing you mentioned is this. That's all right, you meditate in your bedroom and sit in the cross-legged on your bed in the middle of the night. Okay, do it as long as you like, for as long as you like. But what about living a normal? How do you live in society? And the prescription that comes from all the modern giants is selflessly. Now, Manu is very pragmatic, man. He said, look, if I can't pay my own bills, how am I going to look after other people? So first be established in myself. And that is a very pragmatic comment to pass. You see, you can only begin to do something for others when you are stable yourself, economically stable. Again, does religion say, no, sell your house? It doesn't do that. It says, be established in where you are, start from where you are, be pragmatic, and then expand the number of people you want to interact with. That's the way you do it. So you start with your own family, make sure their needs are taken care of. Your neighbor is going to come and feed your children. Look, you don't have children, by the way. Yeah. We'll come. We just sorted out Amit, so we'll sort him out as well. So, so then you see, the thing is, expand the people you call your own. Expand. Always learn to expand. Life is expansion. Death is contraction. When you become mean, smaller and smaller and me, then you see your life force is completely reduced, is stifled. When you expand and see more and more people as your own, you feel at one with them, you love them. It's not artificial, you just like them, you like to say, ah. When that happens, that is the spirit expressing itself. It's always a sign of expansion is life. Contraction, says Vivekananda, is death. So this idea of starting in a very pragmatic way with your own little community, with your own family circle, with your own group, expand the people you call your own. That's all Vivekananda said. Be very practical and pragmatic. First, make sure that you are secure, economically secure. There's no foolhardy way of becoming spiritual. Be pragmatic and practical. Progress from where you are at your pace. That is all I say.